Good morning everybody, welcome to my day. My name's Kimberly and the weather is being a bit odd again. It was raining this morning, now it's windy as hell and the sun is out. And I don't know if this camera's fixed. I think there might be damaged lens, which will be the second time that I've damaged the lens on this camera. It's difficult to keep up with it. Anyway, hopefully the little smudge in the middle of the screen is gone. Well, sort of off to the side. Alright, yesterday we were working on the Harpy and realised that we have got a leaky front main seal. Hopefully we have got a leaky rear one as well, but we'll deal with that when it happens, I guess. But I said I would be working on that. And of course I can't because it's Sunday and I don't have a seal, so I can't get a seal. So we'll leave that job for a bit later. I thought I'd just have a look now and see, can I actually get to a couple of other things. The automatic transmission pan needs to be dropped and the filter changed, and we then have to change, so the pan has to be dropped, the filter has to be changed, and then we have to fill it with new fluid. So that's one job. The other job that I'm interested in that's lower priority but might be worth having a look at while I'm there is replacing the exhaust system. I've got a 3-inch exhaust to go on this. I've also got a 3-inch dump pipe, and in fact I might actually show you that because replacing the 3-inch dump pipe, replacing the standard dump pipe with a 3-inch dump pipe means you've got to obviously get the original dump pipe off. And that's actually quite a challenge on the product. It's super easy on this, and there's that crazy thing. So I want to try and work out how difficult it is to get at all the bolts. So here's the dump pipe here, the new one, the 3-incher. And the top left is apparently difficult to get at, which I imagine is that one there. So, okay. It doesn't look that difficult to get at. I think the bottom left one looks much more difficult to get at. But anyway, that's what they say on the YouTubes. We'll see. We'll see. If it's very difficult, I might not even change it, because I actually don't think that dump pipe there, unlike the Nissan one, will actually be a big advantage. Look how short it is. And this opening here is still the same size, it has to be. Whereas on the Nissan it doesn't. The flange actually is so big on the Nissan that you can open that hole up there because it's round, not oblong sort of shape like that. So on the Nissan it would make a big difference. I actually doubt that dump pipe makes any significant difference at all in terms of power. Might make it sound a little bit different. Anyway, I just want to have a look at that while I'm there. Here's the rest of the exhaust system. Okay, so now let's come back over to the Harpy. Hope the wind isn't too bad on the microphone, otherwise I'll have to do something about that. Alright, so we're going to have to move the Harpy so I can get better light and see what we can do to get access that dump pipe. If it looks too difficult, I'm not going to do it. I spent a lot of money on that 3-inch dump pipe, but if it's too difficult to change, I'll change it some other time. Let's make sure we can get out of here without hitting anything. All the antennas are off. The mirror's just clear. Alright, let's just do it there, I think. Okay, let's see what we've got. Oops. Okay, Harpy. Let's lift the bonnet. Both hands for that job. gas struts as well. Alright, I just noticed another thing. This wiring here needs to be tied up. So I'll do that while I'm here. Now the other thing I wanted to see is, I wonder, is it the... No, it's not the timing cover that's leaking, I don't think. I don't think it's the seal on the pump, because I just did that. But I was scared that the leak that we saw yesterday might have been from there. But I don't think it is. I think it's from the crank. Which would make sense. That hasn't been changed for 300,000 Ks. So now, the problem is getting a look at this turbo dump pipe. It's all covered in stuff. It's got a plate over the top of it there. What I would like to do is come in from the side and see what it looks like. Can you get at it from here at all if you take that piece of rubber off? Unclear. I can't even see it. Oh, there it is, way back there. Do you know what? I reckon you probably could be able to get to it from here. I think I'm going to stick with my original idea. And I'm going to leave the standard dump pipe on for now. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at the dump pipe some other time. We'll just put the exhaust on. Alright, that'll be relatively easy by comparison. I'm just going to go and get that dump pipe, see if I can work out the orientation. Oh, that wind is bad. I'm going to have to put my head cover on again today. Had to wash my hair last night. Okay, so how does this go, I wonder? If we work out the orientation, we might get a little bit of understanding of how easy or difficult this might be. And bear in mind, I might not be able to work out the orientation because it's covered by plate. But I suspect, yeah, I see. Okay, that looks like it might be the orientation. So now I can see why the left one's hard to get at. It's that one there. I'm not going to replace the dump pipe. You can be a spare for a little while. Mr. Dump Pipe. That's what you can be. I'll put you there for the moment. Okay, so that's decided. We will not be replacing the dump pipe this season, prior to this season. So, now we'll do the crank seal when we can get a new crank seal. What we have to do is the automatic transmission. And what I'm going to do is put the car back in the orientation I had it, I think, because I don't need to do that dump pipe now. So we'll put the car back in here in my messy shed, and hopefully in the next few days we get a chance to clean up the shed. Okay, Harpy, let's go back into the shed. I think I will need a light though when I get in here. We won't go in quite as far. Well, I suppose we can, because we need to be able to shut the door tonight. Let's see if that's enough to shut the door. Almost. I've got a few things in the front I have to clear away. Alright, that'll do us. That's going to shut. So what we can do now is we can take a look at doing this automatic transmission. I need the parts though, so I'll go and get those. Well, here we go. The fun. Ooh, I do need new gas struts for that bonnet. The fun is about to start. I want that bonnet up so I get more light. But unfortunately, it needs new gas struts, so that's the next job, I think. I might have to prop it up for now. I might have to prop it up for now somehow. A bit of a shame, but I have to replace those struts. What have I got here? That's no idea. I don't really have anything much. Let's see if this will work. That will help there. Now, I gotta get underneath here. I think it's probably best to remove the underbody tray there, the protection. I don't know that it's absolutely necessary. But let's do it anyway. And it's not that size. I think it's a 12 or a 13. Have a look here. That's not the right bolt. That's the right bolt. Okay. Maybe I should have checked before I put it on the impact. Oh, must be 13. Because it's not 12. Let's check this time before we do anything. That's more better. As my dad would be fond of saying for a joke. I can't get properly under this car, it's a little bit low. I gotta shuffle a bit. Alright, let's see what we can do with one hand. That's what we can do with one hand. And the other side. Oh. Yep, I can't get both arms under the car, unfortunately. It'd be good if I could, but I can't. So that might be enough. But it might not too. Shall we just take all four off and have the thing collapse on top of me? Okay. You're going to be like that, are you? If that's the case, I'm not going to do it. So what size are they? Are they 12? not 12. I'm not going to be able to get the impact in there, I don't think. So I might have to do the front ones with a ratchet, which is okay. That's how I'd normally do it anyway, but I'm trying to save some time. I'm going to need an extension on the look of it. Okay. I should have known that by looking at it. Doesn't feel like 12 if I put the wrong one. Must have picked up the wrong socket, did I? Oh, that's 12. Oh, they're 10. Why did I think they were 12 before? Hey, 10mm socket, the one that always goes missing. Yeah, I've also got to take there's a joint in that tube which I think will just drop off. Oh, what am I doing? I'm going to drain the fluid first. Well, I might just loosen it up a bit anyway. While I'm here, I always leave a few bolts in. Hard to get at some of them. This is bonded anyway, so it's unlikely to come down, but more red dust. I don't know where that's coming from. Anyone think I've been driving in the desert? Okay, so now let's get onto there. What size is that one? It's that size, whatever that size is. Can't see in the dark. Now I really should use a ratchet on here. I've got the impact here, so I'm going to use it. Oh, except I really need a tray under here first, don't I? Wonder if I can just go click. Certainly can. Alright, good. Now, let's find a tray. I don't know how much volume's in that. Likely to overflow. Get the others out. That's pretty well empty, so I think I will fold it up again. That's enough for us to do the job. Us being me. Okay, light on please, Mr. Gold. Where did it get to? Was that 8? I think it was 8. Yes, that's correct. Number 10. Oh, come on. 11. 12. Lucky 13. What are you doing? You drunk? Everybody, are you all drunk? What's going on? You're still drunk. I think you're all drunk there, you fell over. You've been drinking in the morning already. Come on, where'd you go? Last couple. I can see, I can get them. If I can't see, it will be a struggle. Cannot get the socket on that one properly at the moment. There we go. Alright, let me... Alright, we didn't find a special tool, so we used a screwdriver, which is not recommended, but anyway. That's what we used. Now we're going to separate the dipstick tool and just get some light on the subject. see what's happening. It is coming apart, but it's a bit reluctant. There we go. Alright. Whoops, there was a bit more fluid in there than I thought there was. So now I've got a clean up to do. Okay, I need a torch. I should have probably removed the dipstick first, shouldn't I? I'm always at the Americans for using these things instead of spinners. It's not a good idea, but here I am doing it. Just got to be careful you don't wreck things. Alright, I got fluid everywhere, but we'll clean it up in a second. Let's put the new filter on first, huh? 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have got 4. Oh, even more fluid came out. Big cleanup to do now. I should have expected that was going to happen, shouldn't I? Anyway, let's get the new filter. Okay, I'm in a bit too much of a hurry, and I committed one of the cardinal sins of spare parts. I opened the package before I had confirmed that it's the right part, and it's the wrong part, as you can very clearly see. Unfortunately, it is Sunday, it's 5 minutes to 12, and I'm not going to get another filter. So that's snookered me with that little job for today, and it's cost me a filter and gasket that I didn't need to pay for. So I'll put them on eBay. Oh, if I don't wreck them first, and hopefully it's the right part for somebody. Don't ever open the part packet until you confirm it's the right part, people. And that is not the right part. And it's no use looking for the part on a Sunday. So, what are we going to do? We are going to clean up the mess we made under there. And then we can maybe start on the exhaust system this afternoon. Ooh, that sun is bright. Alright, I have read through the destruction manual, and the first job to do is get the tailpipe off the car, so we are going to do that, because we can't do anything else with the car at the moment, so we may as well start on the exhaust. It wasn't planned, but that's the way it is. So I didn't shut the gate properly on the house yard, and I had to chase a little calf out. Alright, let's go underneath here again, have a look what we've got under here in terms of mess. Quite a bit. Need to get these bolts out first, put them aside, see if we can clean up this mess a bit. Then we can go and have a look at the instructions while we think about some lunch. Here's all my bolts. We'll go and get a bit washed up, have a read of the instructions, make sure we know what we're doing, make a note to get the correct automatic transmission kit from Repco when they open on Monday, tomorrow. So here's our exhaust system, here's the destruction manual. I'll bring that into the house. I'll have a good read through it while I have some lunch. Okay, catch you after lunch. Okay, everybody. Gee, I'll tell you what, my rear coney shocks have lost all their pretty red paint, haven't they? From the gravel hitting them. So what I've done while I was waiting for the impact to charge was I sprayed a whole heap of lanolin everywhere. Both on the bolts that I have to undo and on the rubber fittings that have to be slipped off. So like these rubber fittings here. So hopefully that will help. We will see. The very odd size nut on the exhaust here. It's a 16 mil. Kind of odd. I don't often see. Oh, let me get the camera in the right place first. Oh, for God's sake. This is going to have to do. It's actually quite rare to see a 16 mil nut, but anyway, that seems to be what we have. I just hope we can get them undone. Well, I don't know how much of that you saw, but what a chore. So Toyota put welded nuts, retained nuts, on the flange, and they're accessible from the bottom, which means you have to undo the bolts from the top, which you actually can't do because you can't get at them. So I just have to cut the exhaust system off, and I don't have a reciprocating saw, and I'm not going to do it with a cutting wheel, because I don't have one that's big enough diameter to cut through the whole thing, and plus it's messy as hell being under there with sparks flying. So we're going to go and get ourselves what the Americans and some people in Australia call a sawzall, which is a reciprocating power saw. Okay, well, it's late afternoon. It's 5 p.m. and I did go into town. I had to go and do some other things anyway, so I thought, while I'm there, what the heck, I will just go and get myself a reciprocating saw. What the heck. Damn the expense. Anyway, very expensive, but at least it's a DeWalt, so I can use my batteries. So, I got myself a new DeWalt reciprocating saw, and I used it to cut the exhaust off. So, no more issues there. So we're going to pack up now. I've already had packed up, but I'm going to properly pack up now. But before I do, and to close out the day, thanks for watching, by the way. Please make sure you like and subscribe, because there'll be more content now that I'm not fully employed in a full-time job, running my businesses full-time instead. Anyway, here's the difference, shall we say, in the exhaust system. On the left here is the original standard 2-inch exhaust, and when you look at them like this, you might not see a huge difference. That's not where the difference is so much in the, shall we say, the diameter. It's in the area. It's in the volume, that gaping hole there, versus this little hole here. That's what makes a difference. Let's see if I can pull them up side by side. And you can see there's quite a difference in the size. So that way, what makes a difference in terms of power delivery. So the first thing that's going to happen in the morning is this tailpipe is going to go on. And then the rest of the pipe is going to go on. And as I said, I'm not going to bother with the dump pipe this season. I honestly think that dump pipe would make 2 parts of nothing difference. I've been around enough dyno tests in my time to know what sort of length of pipe you need to make a big difference. I have no doubt it makes a difference to the sound. I don't think it's going to make a big difference to the power or torque, so I'm not too concerned. We'll get around to doing the dump pipe some other day. We've got much more pressing issues. I didn't speak about it in the last video, but I kind of alluded to it when I said, Harpy, you're giving me some challenges. What I found when I was crawling around underneath the car yesterday was that it looks like I've got a leaking front main seal. So what's a front main seal? It's where the crankshaft, the shaft that the pistons are attached to, comes out through the front of the car, through the front of the engine, I should say. And on the front of that is something called a harmonic balancer. It's designed to kind of reduce the vibrations of that reciprocal motion of the pistons. And the harmonic balancer is also a pulley onto which goes the fan belts. So where that shaft comes out the front of the engine, there's a seal, obviously, to stop the oil coming out. Only the seal isn't stopping the oil from coming out. Excuse me. Now, it's just a weep at the moment, but doing what I do for a business, I can't have a situation where my car is leaking oil. Excuse me, I got a bit of cough. So, I do have to tend to that, and I'll get around to it when I get a new seal. I'll have to get the new seal first. Toyota's going to be a bit of a challenge to try and get that seal out. I'm going to try and do it initially without removing the radiator, but I suspect that's not going to work, and I'm going to have to remove the radiator and the cowl, which will be a bigger job, but anyway. Also, Toyota requires a special tool to remove that seal, but I think we can come up with an idea to remove it without having the Toyota special seal. Alright. So that's the story today. Thank you, DeWalt. It used to be Black & Decker, which nobody ever bought. All of a sudden they painted it yellow and put DeWalt on it and everybody buys it. Anyway, there you go. That's the story. If you'd like to travel with us out into the remotest parts of Australia, and that's the Simpson Desert, the Canning Stock Route, lots of other remote tracks, East Arnhem Land, all kinds, Lake Mackay, all kinds of places, Hay River. Then get on the net and do check out Olsen's Tours and Training. I'll see you tomorrow.